Have you ever snapped at someone you love and had absolutely no idea why? Or felt a wave of anger, frustration, or irritability that seemed to come out of nowhere? No trigger, no reason, just this sudden, overwhelming feeling that everything is wrong. And then maybe you felt guilty about it afterward. You told yourself it was stress, or just getting older. Or maybe you started wondering if something was wrong with you mentally. I want you to hear this clearly. It is not stress. It is not your personality changing. And it is almost certainly not a mental health problem. What it is, in the vast majority of seniors I see experiencing this, is a specific biological imbalance that almost no doctor checks for. And once you fix it, the irritability often disappears within weeks. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share is going to make a lot of things suddenly make sense.
When most people think about irritability, they think about emotions. They think about stress management, or patience, or mental health. But emotions are downstream of biology, and your biology changes dramatically after 60. Here is what is actually happening in your body. There are 3 biological causes of unexplained irritability in seniors that are almost never discussed, and any one of them can make a calm, patient person feel like they're losing their mind.
Cause 1. Hormone decline. After 60, both men and women experience significant drops in key hormones, testosterone in men, estrogen and progesterone in women. What most people don't know is that these hormones don't just control reproduction. They are directly involved in regulating mood, emotional resilience, and the brain's ability to handle frustration. When these hormones drop below a certain threshold, your brain's tolerance for discomfort, noise, and stress drops with them. Small things that never bothered you before suddenly feel overwhelming. That's not a personality flaw. That's chemistry. Cause 2. Blood sugar instability. This one surprises almost everyone. Even in people who don't have diabetes, blood sugar swings after 60 become far more extreme. Your cells become less sensitive to insulin, so blood sugar spikes high after meals, then crashes sharply an hour or 2 later. During that crash, your brain, which runs entirely on glucose, goes into a mild state of panic. The result? Irritability, impatience, short temper, sometimes even brief confusion. Many seniors experience this every single day after lunch and have no idea what's causing it.
Cause 3. Magnesium deficiency. Magnesium is the most underdiagnosed deficiency in seniors, and it is directly responsible for anxiety, irritability, and emotional volatility. Studies estimate that over 50% of adults over 60 are deficient in magnesium, and standard blood tests almost always miss it, because only 1% of your body's magnesium is actually in your blood. When your magnesium is low, your nervous system becomes hypersensitive. Your brain's calming neurotransmitter, GABA, cannot function properly, and the result is a constant low-level feeling of being on edge, easily triggered, and unable to relax.
Now, how do you figure out which of these is your issue? Let me give you a simple pattern to look for. Pattern 1. If your irritability is constant throughout the day. If you wake up already feeling on edge, if there's no good time of day, no window where you feel calm and like yourself, this points strongly toward hormone decline or magnesium deficiency. These create a baseline level of irritability that doesn't fluctuate much with circumstances. Pattern 2. If your irritability spikes at specific times. If you notice you feel fine in the morning, but by mid-afternoon you're snapping at people, or you feel irritable about an hour to 2 hours after eating, this is the blood sugar pattern almost exactly. The post-meal crash is predictable once you know to look for it. Pattern 3. If your irritability comes with physical symptoms. If your irritability comes alongside muscle cramps, poor sleep, restless legs, constipation, or a feeling of tension in your body that won't release, magnesium deficiency is almost certainly part of the picture. These physical symptoms are the body's way of telling you the nervous system is running without the mineral it needs most. Of course, it's common to have more than one of these at the same time, but identifying your dominant pattern helps you know where to start.
Here is the good news. All 3 of these causes are addressable. Let me walk you through exactly what to do for each one. For hormone decline. First, ask your doctor for a full hormone panel, not just thyroid, which is what most doctors check. Ask specifically for testosterone, estradiol, and DHEAS.
These are often not tested unless you ask. If your levels are significantly below the normal range for your age, hormone replacement therapy or bioidentical hormones may be appropriate, and the mood improvements people report are often dramatic. If you prefer a non-prescription approach, ashwagandha has the strongest evidence base for supporting healthy cortisol and testosterone levels in older adults. Studies show it reduces irritability and anxiety scores significantly within 8 weeks. For blood sugar instability, the most effective change you can make immediately is to never eat carbohydrates alone. Always pair them with protein or healthy fat. This slows the absorption of glucose and prevents the sharp spike and crash cycle that's triggering your mood swings. Also, and this is the most powerful single habit change, go for a 10-minute walk after your largest meal of the day. Research shows this reduces the post-meal blood sugar spike by up to 30%. Your muscles absorb glucose directly during movement, smoothing out the curve before the crash can happen.
For magnesium deficiency, start with food first. The best dietary sources of magnesium are pumpkin seeds. Just 1 ounce gives you nearly half your daily requirement, along with dark leafy greens, almonds, black beans, and dark chocolate. If you want a supplement, and for people over 60, I often recommend it, choose magnesium glycinate specifically. This is the form with the highest absorption and the strongest evidence for mood and nervous system support. Start with 200 milligrams at night. Most people notice a difference in sleep quality and emotional steadiness within 2 to 3 weeks. Avoid magnesium oxide. It's the cheapest form and barely absorbs. You'll see it in most drugstore products. Check the label. Here is something important I want you to take into your next doctor's appointment. If you go in and say, "I've been feeling irritable," most doctors will hand you an antidepressant prescription and move on. That may not be wrong, but it is almost certainly incomplete. Instead, say these specific words: "I'd like to rule out hormonal imbalance, blood sugar dysregulation, and magnesium deficiency before we discuss any medications." That sentence alone will change the entire direction of your appointment. Ask for a full hormone panel, a fasting glucose and HbA1c test, and a red blood cell magnesium test, not a standard serum magnesium, which misses most deficiencies. Write those down. You have every right to ask for them.
I want you to leave this video feeling something important: relief. Because if you've been feeling irritable, short-tempered, or emotionally unlike yourself, and you've been blaming yourself for it, you can stop that right now. Your body is telling you something, and now you know what to listen for. Check your patterns. Talk to your doctor with the specific words I gave you. And start with magnesium glycinate tonight if you're not already taking it. It's safe, inexpensive, and the results often speak for themselves. If this video helped you or someone you love, please share it. So many seniors are suffering with this silently and feeling ashamed of something that is entirely biological. And if you want to know the one blood test that reveals almost everything about your health that your doctor almost certainly has never ordered, that video is on your screen right now. I'll see you there.